sacred heartbeat, like the pulsing of the drum. And although I've now ascended to this heavenly abode, the answer rushes through me. It is I will go. Take me down, back to the ground, for this is my vow. I will serve the best way I know how, on the ground, where the people are confused and bound. I will always try my best, for this is my vow, this is my vow.
Hello, lovely people. It is a nice day here at Florence in the Mother Temple. I'm glad to be here with you. God and Goddess, thank you so much for this beautiful day and safe travels and the beautiful nature that surrounds us here in Florence. Thank you so much for all of the opportunities that you give to be able to serve and to help climb the golden ladder. Please help us to remember why we came and to do the things that will help us accomplish our missions. Help us to be loving and kind and compassionate. Help us to plant seeds that will grow into beautiful trees of radiance. In the name of Elohim, I pray. Amen. Today on the Nasarean calendar, it is Mother Earth Day. It is Friday, so they would spend the day playing, especially playing with children and just spending time in nature. And the noontime of peace contemplation is our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To the earthly kingdom, send your angel of joy. We can always bring joy ourselves by just even thinking about joyful things and trying to send out joyful vibrations into the world to especially counteract all of the negative that is going on out there. Today, I am here again, like I said, at the Mother Temple in Florence. I have a little project to do, which includes mailing out the Essene Path quarterly letter that goes out. I'm super excited about that. I am a little bit of a nerd when it comes to like secretarial stuff. So like printing and shipping and labeling these envelopes and sending them out. Like I'm super excited for that. Before I jump off of here, though, I shared this the other day that I got, and I actually haven't made any recipes out of it yet, but this book is called Eat, Feel Fresh, a contemporary plant-based Ayurvedic cookbook. Why couldn't they say these words a little bit easier? Anyways, you can see this. I got it on Amazon. I got the hard copy and it was under $20. But this book is really cool. Like I mentioned before, it literally has all of the different dosha types. It has a little quiz at the beginning so that you can understand what your body type is, what the different needs for your specific system is. It has a little calendar here for your work or for your meal planning. And it has dosha meals that are like an oatmeal dosha meal, a dosha smoothie, a dosha lentil porridge, chia porridge. Like there's different variants of these recipes for your dosha type. There's also these really cool smoothies towards the back of here somewhere that are smoothie bowls that are based on the chakras. And I would love to actually have these, where'd you go? In my future restaurant, because yeah, it's really cool. It has some different affirmations in here as well. When I was looking for a cookbook, I wanted to find something that had like verses in it, like Bible verses. Well, not specifically Bible verses, but spiritual things, which, in the future, I'd love to have a Nasarean cookbook that has Nasarean scriptures in it, because that's really cool. But yeah, I found this one and I'm surprised at how many of the recipes actually look really good for someone like me who is a very picky eater. I'm still trying to look for this This one really looks good too. This cauliflower casserole. Um, Great way to get your fill of veggies. Anyways, here we go. Chakra soups. They were soups, not smoothies. That's why. Look at how beautiful these are. Really great colors. And again, you have your root chakra, your sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and a meditation here as well. So cool. I'm really excited to actually get to try some of these. But I wanted to bring it in here today because someone from the church has gone vegan and they are looking for, recipes and also to potentially get some vegan cookbooks in the bookstore downstairs. The bookstore is open today. So if you have any questions about the Megillah, if you're interested in chatting with Priestess Michelle, go ahead and give her a call. I'll put the number on the screen before I jump off of here. Da-da-da-da. David D says, please help us teach the Megillah to humanity. Amen to that. The Megillah talks about how the dissemination of it and getting people to accept these teachings is how we get that millennial reign of Christ. And it makes sense. I mean, we need to accept these teachings of higher spiritual knowledge. We need to return to the fleshless diet. We need to return to that loving nature that we are, the kindness and forgiveness and compassion. And that's when the world is actually going to change. We can't really get from where we are now to a better world without us also changing and doing the inner work, getting all of the bad stuff out of us, right? Even myself, I've been reteaching myself how to love and be loving and kind. The one verse from Yeshua says, when these people are shouting insults at him, someone says, why don't you shout insults back at them? Like, what's going on? And Christ said, that's not what's inside of me. It would be hard for me to say mean things to them because that's not what's inside of me. What's inside, I'm just so full of love that even when people are saying mean things to me, the only thing I have to say back to them is something loving and kind or nothing at all, but that's the inner work that we have to do ourselves. And then people are like, oh, well, this person, if you're like me, people will be like, she's changed a lot. So why has she changed, right? They're going to notice. And that's when we get to go and plant those little seeds and hopefully make this world a better place. Here's the information about the Megillah. If you are interested, I will be getting back into the next chapters within the next day or two. Sunday, I actually have an adventure planned with a few people here from the church. I'm excited. We're going to go up to the next city up, I believe. And Bob actually gave me these dowsing rods that I'm super excited to use. I haven't used them before. And I also have a few other projects and plans for this weekend. So I don't want to make any promises, but I will be working on the next chapter and we'll get to that as soon as possible. So that being said, I hope that you have a wonderful Mother Earth Day. Get outside and spend time in nature, breathe some fresh air, go hug some trees, get your feet in the grass, like do some grounding and commune with the sun and all of the forces of nature. The world is waiting for you. There's a reason that they want us trapped inside of walls and not connected with nature. Once we start reconnecting to who we are, which is part of nature, it's really going to be awesome to see the world change in that manner as well, especially as we get into this dystopian technocratic nightmare of people getting chips and all the stuff that they have planned, us being rooted in nature and even more being able to survive in nature, knowing, especially if you're in a city, like if stuff does go sideways, where am I going to go that I feel that I am going to be the safest to survive what is coming, especially if you believe the prophecies that we've read in the Megillah from the book of Enoch and other places that talk about, the microchip being required and then us essentially being forced out into the wilderness and not being treated so well by the artificials, right? us being prepared and being ready to survive in nature, understanding, knowing how to grow food, knowing how to even forage for food, knowing how to find water out in the wilderness, different things like that. That's also part of connecting to nature. And it's really going to be beneficial in the future when this luxurious society that is all around us, this microwave society of anything that you want, as long as you can pay enough for it, right? When that all collapses, and it really needs to. This Babylonian mess is just a bunch of evil, and underneath the surface, behind the curtain, is just so much suffering that's being ignored, and we just can't ignore it anymore. It's way past time for us to be flipping tables and being like, waking people up. So, anyways, glad that we are here at this time in history when things are shifting and people are able to awaken. It would have been really frustrating, to be the truthers even 100 years ago that were trying to tell people about the conspiracies and wake people up. And it's like, you're very ahead of your time, bud. Hang in there, because it's going to be a long time before people start waking up. And yeah, planting those seeds with love and kindness is what we can do, and just being aware of what people are ready for, not trying to force them awake, as much as that would be so nice to just walk up to someone and rip their eyes open to the truth of reality. We can't do that. So yeah, being loving and kind with other people in the process is really important, and also being loving and kind to ourselves. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Oh, David D says the Megillah says that artificial transhumans and robots will hunt us down on our current dark path. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we definitely need to be raising awareness and getting people to not go down that path, and be aware of even the, benefits that they're going to potentially offer for getting chipped, or the threats, right? They offer the carrot and the stick. Here, don't you want these upgrades? No. Well, guess what? You better take them, or else we're gonna, hunt you down. Being prepared for that as well, and being rooted in your decision, knowing that death isn't the end, that it's honorable to die for something that, for fighting for your pure natural consciousness. So yeah, I will catch up with you tomorrow. I hope that you have a wonderful day. May God and the goddess bless you.